So a few days ago, I released a tweet asking, have you ever lost a friend because you had a different opinion other than what they had? What I mean by that is like when you lose your friends over arguments or over games. I've lost friends because of one giant reason. It's because of this, Uno. Now in Uno, each card is a different color. All you have to do is just get rid of all your cards. And when you have one card, you have to say Uno, or else you have to pick up 2 more cards. And the main reason I've lost friends because of Uno is because of the +4 card. The +4 card is basically one of the most evil things that anyone could ever make. I remember one time I was playing Uno in middle school with an entire group of kids. Some of them I knew, others I didn't know. And I had the +4 card. I put it down. Let's call one of them Jacob. So Jacob had I'd say about 11 or 13 cards, and he was so mad. All he could do was stack up his cards. He couldn't put any down. And then I put down the +4. Everyone is telling me to pick green, and then Jacob is telling me pick blue. I had a blue card, and if I picked blue and put it down on my next turn, then I would have won. And Jacob was telling me to put down blue. I did the most rational thing anybody could do. I chose green, and he was so mad. He threw his cards down, he walked away and just went off to his desk. And after the game was over, I went up to him and tried to ask if he was okay. He didn't say a word to me for the rest of the year. And this entire time, I kept trying to talk to him and tell him that it was only a game, but he didn't care. He moved on. He just left. The second time I lost a friend due to the +4 card is because everyone was stacking draw 4s, draw 2s. They were stacking up everything against this one kid named Josiah. He had Uno, so that's when I decided to put down a yellow +2, and then the kid next to me put down a red +2. There were about 5 people in total at the table, and everyone put down a draw 2, and Josiah was so mad. He started screaming and cussing everyone out, so much so the teacher took him out of the class. Just like Jacob, he stopped talking to me. He stopped texting me. He stopped calling me. He stopped working with me on assignments. Whenever the teacher asked us to pick a partner, I tried to pick Josiah. He already picked somebody else. I tried texting him. He never responded. He just left me on red. Now, the third and final time I've lost a friend to Uno. This happened last year in high school. I had this friend named Blake. I had about 5 cards, but I was already mad because every single time I had one card, I kept forgetting to say Uno. And then I kept having to draw 2 more cards, and then I kept having to draw over and over again. And sure, 5 cards isn't that much, but it's still bad. Everyone was out of the game. Every single time somebody got an Uno, or an Uno out, they would leave the game. So then it was just me and Blake left. Blake had 6 cards, I had 5. And I was just boiling because I was getting tired of this. My deck was horrible. Imagine the worst Uno card deck, and then that's just my deck. So then I kept putting down the color that was in the pile, and then at some point I only had 3 cards. Blake still had 5. I had 1 card and Blake still had about 5. I was about to put down the card, but it was Blake's turn and I was just so ready to put down the card and have the game over with. But Blake did one of the most despicable things I've ever seen anybody do. He put the swap hands card down. I just never wanted to be friends with him again. Call me petty if you want to, but we're all for blood and Uno. Actually, wait, now that I think about it, have you ever lost a friend because of Mario Kart? That's another game that really makes everyone go crazy, especially with the red shell and the blue shell. The red shell, I can let that go, but the blue shell, I can never speak to you again. Now, I've never really lost any friends to the blue shell. I've lost a lot of races, and I've gotten pretty upset. When Mario Kart Tour came out, I downloaded it and started playing with my friends. Anytime I got into first place, which happened very, very commonly, they always got a blue shell and they always threw it at me. Most times, it's when we're on the final lap and I'm 1 inch away from the finish line, and then I end up going from first to last. And I was in first place, I was ahead of everybody, and then one of my friends who was in last threw a and I was